This is one of the main reasons why we got Peyton on here, bro. So our next topic, if you guys didn't know, Julio Jones, the star
Ooh.
wide receiver, ended up getting traded to the Tennessee Titans, aka Peyton's team.
Yes,
Stand up,
sir.
what? Stand up, Titan Nation? No, fuck no. There's only one
Tighten up.
nation. Tighten up. There you
Tighten
go.
Tighten
up.
up.
That's your guys' fucking
Are you
saying.
kidding me?
Tighten up.
Tighten up.
Tighten up.
Look, I'm going to tell you the trade. Then Peyton, you can take this wherever you want to go. The Titans get Julio Jones in a 2023 6th-round pick. The Falcons basically the Titans traded to the Falcons a 2022 2nd-round pick and a 2023 4th-round pick. Peyton, you have the stage, my man.
So, first thoughts on it, loved it. Loved the compensation, didn't give up a first. Never thought the Falcons would get a first for him because of the age and some of the injury concerns. But, I mean, I love the trade. To me, it kind of felt like the Clowney signing last year where John Robinson in the front office, they do nothing to address the position, like all offseason, don't draft anyone, don't sign anyone to free agency, and then out of nowhere, I mean, it just fit too well to me. And I think they had to have that happen based off losing Corey Davis, and I mean, we're just going to run Josh Reynolds out there, or what?
Adam
But
Humphreys.
and
Is
then he's gone now.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh
I
my
forgot
got
where
cut.
he's at. He's at. I think he's in.
Wow.
What's the other one? Khalif Raymond? Was that another
Oh,
one?
He's
he's
gone too,
yeah. I say he can't still be there.
All the boys
bro.
are gone, bro.
Bro,
Khalif Raymond
Cameron
was.
Batson. That's our number. That was our number 3 before the Julio
Oh
trade. But
my
no,
God.
I love the trade. I don't want to get too deep into it right now because I'm sure we're going to take it there. But I mean, it's just first thoughts was amazing. The fit was just perfect for me. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I love it. I love the value. I thought you guys got value. You guys were willing to pay his contract. That's what it came down to. A lot of teams, it wasn't the draft pick that was the concern. It was how much salary teams were going to take on. And the Atlanta Falcons are already fucked already with dead money. Like,
What's a little more dead money?
yeah,
Pile it on. I mean,
exactly.
they're on the hook for all of his salary, $15.3 million, and then the remaining 2 years. And there's talks that he's going to want an extension. I don't know about that, but the Falcons are going to get basically $8 million in dead money. But like Juan said, what's $8 more million when you have $70 million? Fuck it, just do it.
And another thing I want to add, just a quick little nugget, if you guys didn't know, Ryan Tannehill actually took a pay cut to help pay for Julio Jones. So that's just some of the things that go inside where a team is going all in for a player, quote unquote, even though this is not really an all in because they didn't really give up anything crazy as far as draft pick wise. So that leads me to my first question, Peyton. Would you feel the same way if you guys gave up a first round pick?
No, I definitely wouldn't feel the same way, but I mean, it depends. If they were to like give us a third back, maybe I would have been able to stomach it better. But yeah, I like that. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Well, look, Max, what do you think? Would you feel the same way if they gave up a first round?
Yeah, no problem. The Titans are going to be good. So unless this all goes very badly, it's worth it because you're going to pick 30. What's the big deal? You're not going to pick Isaiah Wilson again. It's a 30, so that's a win.
Oh, come on. Don't.
What did I say? What did I say?
Jesus.
What did I say? Come on. No, I'm serious.
The guy's a rapper or something, though. I don't know.
No, but I'm serious. It's like you're trading a late first round pick. So it's not going to be that big a deal. Like you basically gave up a third round pick because it's going to be the 61st pick, 60th pick in the draft. I feel like you guys are going to put the Titans in your defense, in a better situation. You're not going to be like this quick hit offense. I feel like you guys are going to kind of play a little bit more to the run game. That's just how I feel because that's Vrabel. He wants to control the game. Like you don't want to put your defense in bad situations.
Do they kind of coincide with each other, guys? Like AJ Brown, he can kind of do everything, and kind of Julio Jones can do everything. They're not really limited of what they can run. Like it's not like AJ Brown can't work the middle of the field. Like he's basically a running back when he gets the ball, and he can go deep. Like he's an actual deep threat.
Yeah, I think they can coincide. You can put them on the same side of the field, like whoever's in the slot, maybe run a corner, the other one run a deep end. And that's where we got all of our big chunk plays last year. It wasn't on bombs, it was on deep end routes, and AJ Brown to be running across the field and, break one safety's ankles or run through an arm tackle, and he was off to the races. Like they came off of 15 to 20-yard passes where you just got the ball in his hands and let him make a play. And that's what I think they're going to do with Julio also is just same thing, just 10, 15-yard, get him the ball in space. It's so easy, but teams try to overcomplicate it too much. Just get him the ball in space, and I think they will be tough to stop together on the same field.
I think right now Julio Jones is the number 2 receiver for this team. I'm not trying to say anything a hot take. I'm just saying people Julio Jones is what 30, 32, 33 years old.
Just
A
about.
32,
lot of mileage. And if you look at his games played, it's really good. It's like 16, 15, 16, 50. But that doesn't really tell the whole story because he's been banged up for basically every freaking game of the last like 4 years. It's a knee, it's his hamstring, it's his lower body, it's his quad. I don't think Julio Jones should be asked to do as much. AJ Brown needs to do more than Julio Jones for this trade to really reach its maximum. If you have Julio Jones as your second receiver, that's like, oh my gosh. The days of Julio Jones being a top 5 receiver may be done. But can he be a top 10, top 15? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I really like this trade. It's because when you take a guy who's been forced to do everything, right? And you're like, you know what? We don't really need you to do everything. Just like we need you to make like 10 plays a game. Can you do that? It's like, wow, holy shit. Like this is what it's like for everybody else. That's what I like about it. It's like, imagine if Calvin Johnson got to not be the most feared person for like a game or two. What would he do
Right,
then?
yeah.
If he's seeing the number 2 corner, what's that
That
look
wouldn't
like?
be fair.
Like, so I'm serious. Like, if you were like, let's just say, who's a good secondary? If you were the Bucs secondary, would you focus on Julio more or AJ Brown at this point?
No, I was just gonna say, like, you got to pick your poison. It's kind of like you got to take your chances. Like, you can't really focus on one because one is gonna kill you regardless.
Also, you have the best running back in football, so it's like, fuck, we can't load the box anymore because you can kind
That's
of
what I'm
load the
about to
box
get
when
to.
there's one good receiver, right? And you have a really good corner. You're like, all right, Jalen Ramsey can wipe out AJ Brown. So you play the Rams, for instance, one of the best defenses last year. It's like, oh, AJ Brown, we'll put Jalen wipe out. Okay, now what? You're gonna just load the box and leave Julio 1-on-1 all game? That's gonna scare teams, and that's what again I'm just beating a dead horse right now.
Where is the safety going to play, the strong safety? Like where's he going to be? Is he going to be in the box? You're
That
going to leave.
man's gonna have some. He has to have some
I
great
mean,
recovery speed.
yeah. What are these linebackers? They're going to be telling the coaches on Wednesday and Thursday in game plan, hey man, we got to have him in the box with us to help with Henry. We got to have him up there. They've got 2 tight ends, and the secondary coach is going to be in there. Nah, man, we need him in the backfield. You don't see Julio and AJ back there making plays? Like it's going to put defenses in a big dilemma for sure.
Do you think like Derrick Henry's going to have a quote unquote down year? Not because
numbers?
of anything with him, just because the passing numbers are going to be up probably.
Yeah, most definitely.
As far as raw numbers are concerned,
Yeah, like
just
he's probably not rushing
yards?
for 2K. If he
Oh
doesn't,
no,
like Jesus
and
Christ.
I don't want him to, honestly, as a Titans fan, like because he is so efficient even with all the carries. If you lessen his load and freshen him up a little bit more late in the season, and I want them to throw the ball more. I thought Derrick Henry ran way too many times last year. Like, don't get me wrong, it's fun to see him run, and he's really good at it, but I want to see him get. If I would put a number of yards, like 12 to 1,300. We'll say 1,300 yards. That's what I want to see from him.
Not bad at all. And look, we're talking about Derrick Henry. We went over the defense as far as like Julio and AJ Brown. There's one guy that we haven't talked about, and that's Ryan Tannehill. And he's arguably the most important person this whole thing is depending on.
But he's not good. Miami let him go. He's not good.
He's a receiver.
People say that because they're fucking stupid. It's like, he didn't, because he doesn't really put up flashy numbers. Like last year, what did he put up? Like 30 touchdowns? But he's really freaking good. It doesn't matter. Like there's a reason the Titans made the playoffs because he's a good quarterback. It wasn't their defense. It wasn't like the offense had all the pressure on it. And yeah, he has a good running back, but Ryan Tannehill is a top 10 quarterback in football. I don't think there's a question.
Well, we're gonna get a year where it clarifies it, Max, because
they fucking last year didn't clarify it. Not to you, I'm just saying, like in general, did last year not clarify it?
I mean, he's a top 10. I wouldn't say he's an elite quarterback, though. He's not a guy that can carry the offense, which is perfect for the Titans because he doesn't have to do that. He's not going to have to throw the ball 50 times. That's why you got Derrick Henry.
I agree with you. He's not like a Patrick Mahomes where he's going to make a good offense out of crap. But if he's in a good offense, he makes that good offense great.